everybody, welcome to the build guide. We will be ready to go in just a minute. Yeah, just going to share on Twitter and then we'll be good to go. Just give me a moment to get set up. Hope everyone is having a good day. Enjoying Storm Dennis if you are in the UK. Okay. Cool. We have had a whole bunch of fires in the new transport hub, unfortunately. But yeah, no problem. This tree looks kind of really weird, burnt down. Got some strange residential development along here. Let's get rid of those. So today we're just going to do a little bit of detailing around the new amusement park and also sort out the highway alongside the Riverside downtown as well. I've done a little bit of work off camera, so hopefully we can finish that today. We have sorted out the traffic, kind of head into that area, but now the traffic problem has moved into another part of the downtown, so we will be sorting that out today as well. Let's get rid of all the zoning here. I don't want anything along this street. We'll just have it as kind of a pathway through. Let's kind of mirror the design that we've got going on here as well. 3 viewers straight off the bat. Hey guys, hope you're all okay. We have just started up the stream today, so welcome all. Hope you're all having a good day wherever you are in the world. Apologies for the lack of activity this week. We have had some unforeseen circumstances in the family, unfortunately. Someone has fallen particularly ill, so there was no live stream on Thursday, and that's why there's no episode today. So, you know, unforeseen circumstances, unfortunately, but next week should be okay. Hey Matt, how are you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're okay. Right, okay, let's have a look how we are looking around the new amusement park. You guys really enjoyed this as well. Thanks for all the likes on the episode. Good morning, Curtis. How are you, my friend? Hope you are doing well. Let's kind of get a little glance at how we're starting. I'm not sure. Does this low density commercial? Yeah, it is, but it is max level. Not sure how I feel about having the kind of a high rise so close. Let me adjust my microphone a little bit. I need to get a little comfier. Holy hell, 7 viewers straight off the bat. Hey guys, welcome to the live episode. Very good, Curtis. Excellent. That's fantastic news, buddy. I'm glad you're doing okay. So let me show you guys what I did off camera. So I'll kind of very briefly explain. I sat down yesterday to record this, and it didn't quite go to plan. Like I said, you know, there was someone falling ill within the family, so I was a little bit distracted, and every time we kind of sat down to record, I was losing my train of thought and just wasn't going well, so it didn't turn out to be a good episode. But anyway, yeah. Let's have a little look. So we obviously had this bottleneck into a 6-lane previously over here. It was about here it connected. However, it now continues as 2 separate highway roads. And we now have this awesome bridge kind of spanning the bay. And the railway line comes underneath it as well. And then as we arrive back into the Riverside downtown, we are greeted with a couple of little slip roads. I think I'm going to change this road here into 2 separate one-way roads rather than having as the 2-way. I'm not sure. We'll see. And then we arrive into a roundabout, and as you can see, the traffic here last time was pretty crazy, but now everyone is flowing smoothly. It did mean that we had to heavily rework all of the downtown road network, and I was playing with some ideas off camera, but this stuff really doesn't look that nice, so it's time to kind of rework a little bit of the downtown road layout today, which we will be doing today as well. So yeah, you guys are looking forward to that. Let's kind of get rid of everything we built here. So we've expanded the IT cluster region to kind of encompass this network. So let's go ahead and we'll just kind of shave it up here. Let's tidy up the district. Let's bring him probably to about there. And then again, we'll bring this guy up and along here. And yeah, so this highway continues to flow a little further down this way. So it kind of splits off. We've also got two slip lanes here. We've slightly reworked the trumpet interchange, so it's kind of smaller roads now. And then, you know, we're getting a little bit of bottleneck in here, but that's what we're going to fix out. And then over here as well, two nice little slip lanes that link people up into the highway. So much smoother traffic flow through the Riverside downtown now. And yeah, it's going to look quite good, I think. Nice tight train lines as well over by the bridge. Like, you know, getting nice little shots like this. You got lots of kind of real heavy, awesome looking transport infrastructure developing throughout the bay now. Starting to look very dense, very cool, and I am very, very happy with it. Anyway, so we'll be working on that at some point today. But continuing on from last episode, when we worked on the amusement park, I want to kind of begin planning out a little bit of suburban work for next episode, because we will be working on that a little bit as well. So let's begin. Alright, let's grab ourselves... we'll probably continue... Yeah, we'll carry on using the 2-lane road with trees, or 4-lane road with trees, because we do want this area to kind of retain its nice, you know, beachside front. We'll kind of see how it goes. Curtis Gallum, different model buildings help make your city better and more people. What do you mean by different model buildings? Okay, let's go ahead and grab, I think, so the way I'm planning to almost transition into the suburbia for this part of the downtown is to almost have like a mini transport hub. So I think if we run the monorail through this side, have a train station here as well. Where is the nearest train station down this line is actually, yeah, that's probably far enough apart to have another one. Okay, let's rework this train line a little bit. We'll probably branch it off. And we'll see how we begin to look. Okay, so from here we'll come out by 30. That should be okay. And then let's grab ourselves a little one-way road. Let's go for the one with grass. And okay, let's come out. Let's do that. How wide is the train station? Are we going to be symmetrical here? Yeah, okay. That should actually tie in rather nicely. With the network rail itself too. Let's carry on coming down just a touch, and then we'll come to freeform. Let's come out that way so the smoothest cover. Each one cures your city in different ways. I was watching another YouTuber videos. Oh, so you mean like the special buildings? I'm assuming that's what you mean by like cures. Yeah, like the service buildings will help you out. Kind of wish service buildings had like kind of a bigger impact on your city. Sometimes they feel a little bit underwhelming. I kind of like what they did with with some of the campus buildings, like the way they affect your services. I wish there was kind of more stuff like that. Okay, let's have a look at this slope. Is a little bit dodgy. Let's try and soften this out a little. Let's come out this way, just so it's not as kind of intense. And I think we'll actually place some rock assets around the railway bridges, so it looks as though they have kind of been cut out of the stone. You know, they cut away quite a big chunk of cliff. Medical buildings provide health for all cities and people. Yeah, they do. Though we don't have any sick people at the moment, do we? No. A couple of overproduction issues. And we do have some dead people because the cemetery is full. Yeah, overproduction. Need to build some more warehouses in the forestry district. We will do that at some point as well. Okay. Let's have some more kind of up and along here. Shame we can get them right beneath. Maybe different one. That one won't fit. Let's go for that one then. Right here. And then we'll kind of spin the angle around. So I'm thinking we will have a road that's going to kind of like flow through here. Maybe link up to here as well. Because it's a little bit abrupt the way that the downtown just kind of finishes like right here. So we'll probably have a couple of little roads that flow through and put something along those as well. But let's just make sure that the railways are looking a little bit nicer before we kind of move away from them. That one's a little too big. Maybe squeeze that one over here perhaps. There we go. Maybe some taller ones. Yeah, those are a little bit unrealistic I think for the area. Do still have a cliff face as well. We can maybe build kind of a false cliff face out of this. Let's bring this guy over. And over here as well. And then we'll move down to some smaller stones. Possibly kind of around here. Get some overgrowth and trees in here as well. So we'll look through. Bring our brush size down. And let's kind of pop some of these in and around here as well. And probably go for a nice tall tree. Would the redwoods look out of place here? I don't think so. Let's kind of bring a few of these in and we'll see what we look like. I'm going to use prop anarchy for this, but for console players we should be okay just to kind of find a spot. These tall cliffs may look good in water. Yeah, so we were kind of playing with the idea of some of these stuff here. So there is some kind of like purpose-built water assets, like some of these things here, like the big rock formations. Definitely plan on placing a few more of these around here. I wonder what the cliffs would look like. Let's have a look at that idea. You've got these big ones here, kind of like big. Yeah, I don't know. Curtis, why you never have a big fire, medical and police for a small or medium town? We just haven't got around to building it yet, dude. Obviously we worked on our downtown medical centre, which is kind of focused there, and we have our prison island, which is, you know, kind of the focus for the police. But with the fire stuff, there's, I mean, I guess, yeah, we could definitely factor in kind of like a fire depot for the new suburbia. We can definitely put that in. Okay, so this is looking a little more natural now. We'll kind of see how that progresses. I feel like I want to draw that road in. Let's go ahead and grab that, otherwise I'm going to forget. And it'll never get done. So if we kind of come out from this point here, and then let's bring it right under the monorail, and then level with the theme park. We'll bring it under the rail bridge. I'm not going to be able to clear that bridge, am I? Let's delete that. Okay, so also I'll have to slightly rework the rail line a little bit here, but that's fine. Let's delete from there to there. And we'll bring the road through. And we can connect them up like that. I need to go ahead and delete all those rocks that we placed because that looks ridiculous. Let's make sure that we have all those rocks disappeared. Let's bring the brush size up a little bit more. Let's kind of get rid of them there. And the bushes as well. Really hope we get a whole lot more choice in kind of flora and bush life in Cities 2. Obviously the mods can make them tremendously amazing, but it'd be good to have a bit more choice from the vanilla perspective. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Let's hook the railway bridge back together. Let's set our elevation step to the lowest point. We should be able to clear the road at this side. There we go. Okay, super. I'm not happy with that kind of double bridge effort there. That looks a little strange. Let's go for that. Okay. So I'm not sure what we'll have along this road. We may just use it as kind of a bypass road and keep it empty. Maybe put some more parkland in along here. We could actually maybe use a bit of a zoo, a very, very small one, to kind of back onto the theme park. Maybe, we'll see. We also need to hook up the monorail station through here as well. Hot pizza, cold beer, anyone? Welcome to the stream, friend. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're okay. Curtis, it would stop fire, save your people, Mayor. Love your rail system setup. YouTube at Overcharged Egg has a video on using these special type of models. Okay, I'll have to. Do you have a link for it? Feel free to pop a link in the comments, dude. I would. I'll happily check it out. Okay, so let's hook up here, and then we're going to switch our one-way systems around. Obviously, we need to kind of delete all these rocks. Never detail before you finish your road network. Let's kind of come along here. Reed, sir, can you do a pure step-by-step city tutorial? Yeah, absolutely. I can do. We do have, if you're looking at like how to start a city, we have a video on starting road network. If that is of use to you, you can find it on the channel. But unless you're talking about, you know, starting your city from absolute scratch and including like water and power, etc., then maybe the first episodes of the build guide would be useful to you. I'm not sure. Yeah, that is me, Curtis. But yeah, man, if you want to, feel free to drop in another content creators links, then feel free to do that. I read, so just started the game and just want to enjoy it. Yeah, it can be a little bit intimidating at first, man. There's a couple of different mechanics to learn and how to deal with the somewhat limited AI. But yeah, maybe we can do a totally noob-friendly way of setting up a city. I'd be happy to do that. We can. I'll have a look at the schedule and see what we can fit in. Sorry, I can't hear you. Volume at 100%. Okay, let me have a little look here, dude. Let me... how is that? Let me adjust my audio levels here. How is that? Is that any better? Let me know if you guys want to let me know how the voice audio levels are now, and feel free to just to let me know. Thanks, man. That would mean a lot. You're a beast. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. We can do we can definitely do a version of a total noob-friendly start to Cities Skylines. I'd be happy to do that. Okay. Dr. No, reckon you'll survive Storm Dennis in the lakes? I'm looking out my window right now, and it is just totally washed out. There's just total rain, and it's going to be like this for like the next 3 days. And Storm Kiara last week was already saturated the ground. So hopefully, hopefully is my answer. The lakes doesn't tend to cope too well with such heavy downpours like this. So I think I'll be okay where I am, but unfortunately a lot of people will probably take a lot of damage. Okay, let's begin work on our mini kind of transport hub here as we begin to transition into suburbia. Reed say, can you get mods on PS4? No, you cannot. Sony do not allow it. You can on the Xbox, although they are very limited. But Sony pushed back on the mods, and that is why, unfortunately, you guys cannot get them. Yeah, so it's like custom assets and stuff on PS4. It's not like Move It and kind of the real heavy mods. Oh my word. That's a little bit of a roller coaster. Let's see if we can transition a little nicer from there. So the ground here is a little bit janky, isn't it? Let's see if we can smoothen this out. Make so it's not as steep. There we go. Get a nice smooth approach. I think we'll actually bring up the monorail road a little bit sooner. Like that. Hashtag Gravecinder. I haven't heard of him, dude. I will check it out today. Thank you for suggesting ideas in the comments. I do appreciate you. Okay, so that is going to hook up. So what I'm thinking here is, but all console versions still include the building mods, limited money, unlock all, etc. Yeah, so you can still play with like essentially creative mode on the consoles with the mods. But yeah, I think there's a baseball park and stuff, isn't there? Like a real few select custom assets on the Xbox. But my advice is just get the game on PC. It is a lot better on the PC. Yeah, so Suburbia is going to kind of fill all of this area here up to the highway, up to the National Park Highway as well, and then down onto this coastline here, and probably up to here as well. So we're going to have a big suburban sprawl. And then if they want to kind of get into the downtown, then they can take a bus into this monorail port here, grab a monorail into the downtown, which takes them into a major transport hub, which they can then use to head across the map if they want to. Or they can grab a train and jump on the network rail. So a couple of different options for them to be getting around, and then we'll see kind of how each one progresses. So these guys are going to need some power. Let's hook them up just temporarily until we get a power source over here. We probably will design them a power plant at some point as well. Okay, let's look at some public transport networks. Now we have some stations in. Okay, so monorail. Let's go ahead and drag a line to add stop. Drag them over to here. And then he heads back. It's really hard to tell where they're stopping. Okay. So that's the monorail done. And then we'll have the train line as well. So where's this guy going? Okay, so for right now, is the Park Life DLC worth the money? Yeah, 1000%. Park Life is one of the better DLCs. Oh, Green Cities, Mass Transit, Industrial DLC. Yeah, well, you've got pretty much all the good... Honestly, all the DLCs are worth it, except for Snowfall. Snowfall's alright. I sometimes find... No, like, Snowfall has trams. Like, trams are great. But sometimes, you know, the rest of Snowfall was a little bit underwhelming, in my opinion. Okay, so I'm not going to take this train line here to this one. Because it's already connected to this one. If they want to get into this downtown, they have the monorail. So that should be fine. And then we're going to get some very janky looking zoning appearing here. Let's sort that out before we do anything else. I'm actually thinking of making a video kind of tiering all of the Cities Skylines DLCs. I was thinking of saving it for a subscriber special. For which the next one will be probably 1,000 people now. Crazy how much the channel has grown recently. Thank you for all the support, by the way. For those that are subscribed. And for those that aren't, maybe consider. We do a lot of cool Cities Skylines stuff on here. Snowfall DLC should be included in the base game, in my opinion. Yeah, I'd agree. I'd agree with that, dude. Seasons should be in the game by now. Seasonal stuff is definitely something that has to be in Cities 2, I think. You know, it shouldn't be its own... It shouldn't just be one different season, and then those seasons are only obtainable on the other maps. It's a little... What does the After Dark DLC give you? After Dark gives you leisure specialization, taxis, so you can kind of make areas looking like this. A couple of unique buildings as well. So you kind of get like the leisure stuff. They look really cool as kind of beachfronts. What else does After Dark give? I can't remember now. You get taxis with After Dark. Obviously you get a couple of unique buildings as well. Yeah, let's go ahead and you'll have to Google the After Dark stuff, I'm afraid, dude. It's been a long time since I played. I can't remember everything that came with it. But it is good though. I like After Dark. It also makes your cities look really cool at night in the leisure areas, because you get all this kind of like pink lights that shine up the buildings. Looks really good. Okay, so I just want to start formulating a little bit of a high street kind of around the little monorails that we've put in. Let's have a little look at some path stuff. So again, because we're kind of transitioning now into more you know, low density stuff, I think we'll go to some nice dirt paths. Reed, sorry for all the questions. Oh, dude, don't apologise, man. I love you for talking to you guys. That's the whole point of the live streams. You don't need to apologise for asking questions, man. I appreciate you hanging out. Also, prisons, new parks, bikes, bus station, a lot of other stuff in the After Dark. Oh, really? Did prisons come with After Dark? Oh, yeah. Well, there you go. Everybody asked Matt R. Matt R knows what came with After Dark. I'm afraid I'm not. It's been a long time since After Dark came out, so I'm kind of... all kind of blurs into one after 3 or 4 DLCs. But yeah, After Dark's great. I really like After Dark. Just because of the way that it makes your buildings look at night time. Okay, so we're going to have a nice beach path that's going to span down here, and we will expand the actual beach as well. Let's get the sand stuff here and cover all this in. Make sure the beach is nice and wide. We'll probably run the sand up until this point here as well. And then let's get some nice little tree detailing going on along the new area. This will look really sweet. Let's pop some kind of in here. Up along here as well. Let's pop the brush size up a little bit. How can you get more soil available? You need to dig. You need to dig out. It's as simple as that. So I play with unlimited soil on because it's kind of silly not to. So like when you're terraforming, like obviously when you're raising your terrain, you're going to be using soil, and then when you're digging your terrain, you're going to be gaining soil. So if you're running out of soil to kind of terraform it, then you need to go and dig some out from somewhere else. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit silly really. I say you would need soil. You think you would just have kind of unlimited access to it, but there you go. Okay, so we're getting a few new people at the train station, and the monorail is coming in slowly. Only 7 people. Okay. This is a cute little start. Nice little bit of residential, commercial. Maybe we can make a little mini park here out front of the train station. Let's try that. Let's paint a tiny, tiny park area, like very, very tiny. Probably draw a couple more people to the area as well, which will be nice. Maple Gardens, if anybody wants to name the park, please feel free. Let's go for park main gate. I'll have this in the corner here, and then I'll have a side gate on the opposite corner. And then let's have, what can we have in the middle? Let's actually draw the paths in first. So a nice little diagonal cut across like that. I actually might just leave it like that. I doubt there's actually anything we can squeeze into this space. So there's a gazebo. Get a gazebo in here and in here. Okay. And maybe some nice little colourful trees. I'll be back in a bit. Gonna try to follow along on your tutorials. They're very good instructions, but hard for me to understand. No problem, man. Thanks for the feedback. Is it, just so I know, is it hard for you to understand because of my accent or because English isn't your first language? Because it is because of the way I'm pronouncing things, then do let me know and I'll try and make sure I'm a little bit clearer. Because obviously I want the tutorials to be useful to you guys. I don't want them to be kind of incomprehensible. But yeah, enjoy the tutorials, man, and we'll definitely, I'll add in kind of a noob-friendly tutorial for how to start a city. We can definitely work on that. Curtis has named the park, guys. It is his park now. We are up to Queenland's Park. No, not because of that. I just started the game, so things. Oh, okay, no worries, man. So yeah, you've just got yeah. That's totally fine, man. Don't worry about that. You'll soon get to grips with it. And yeah, enjoy the tutorials. And if you come up with any more suggestions or ideas during those tutorials, then feel free to drop them in the comments. I do try and read all my comments, so I'll more than likely see it. Okay. Got the cute little park right outside the train station there. It's a cute little design. Let's continue the theme of commercial. So just kind of walking out of the train station, they're going to see this cute little park. And then I want them to kind of have a whole border of commercial. Oh, as the sun sets over the bay. Beautiful. So, so pretty. Really liking this area so far. Oh, and it's nighttime. I do love nighttime in City Skylines. Okay. These guys are complaining of no workers. Let's have a look where we can expand some residential. I think we'll actually have some nice detailed residential along this waterfront down here. Let's grab, I think we'll use the 2-lane with the grass verge. Okay, so right under, that's fine. And then let's begin. Again, I want nice wide tiles here, nothing too small. There we go. We're going to turn this thing up here, so this map comes with a load of kind of trenches and bunkers already in the hill. We're definitely going to use this as some kind of like war memorial. You know, like this was kind of like, you know, the Battle of Bagoosia Bay. It's going to be very, very sweet indeed. And yeah, we'll turn it into a national park. Have some walking tours around here. It's going to be very, very nice. Dr. No, put trams on the waterfront. We could hook the tram network in actually, because we already have trams running through here. So there's trams coming through at the moment. We could bring in the tram line to run the length of the beach as well. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, we will do that. Let's get some residential zoning down here whilst we have the demand, and then we can definitely do that as well. Let's delete the crematorium for right now, and let's begin doing some nice specific zoning with our residential. Some nice low density stuff over here. Of course, these guys are going to need water, which they do actually already have majority. Majority is already zoned up. So it's going to do nice big 4x4 tiles. Skipping a 4 wherever the pattern breaks. Yeah, we'll have some 3x3s as well. Or 3x4s. I don't mind those. So that's going to give us some nice, like, nice waterfront housing. I wonder if we could bring the trams down here as well. Maybe that's what you meant, Dr. No. Maybe that is what you meant after all. Let's relocate the fire station down here a little. Yeah, I think we will do that. Let's go ahead and grab some tram lines. And we can have... Let's see here. Of course, the new bridges are in the way. Can we not squeeze through the pillars here? See, that's annoying. We should be able to squeeze through that pillar. Okay, maybe we bring it under here instead. Let's bring that path back through. There we go. I'm really liking how the beachfront is developing so far. It's looking very nice. Okay, let's go ahead and grab those roads again. Move It mod, yeah man, believe me, the Move It mod would have made this series a hell of a lot easier, but it is unfortunately extremely unfriendly for console players. So you know, I'm trying to keep it as useful for console players as possible, and Move It mod unfortunately eliminates that point entirely. But yeah, believe me, I have thought, I wish I had Move It right now. Yeah, and Road Anarchy, yeah, believe me man. I have spent hours dreaming of the Steam Workshop for this Let's Play. But yeah, you know, we want to keep it friendly. I've been thinking actually of, because the build guide won't be running for too much longer, we've probably got a couple more months of the build guide before it unfortunately comes to a close. but I've been kind of thinking of what is next. And I can't imagine it'll be too long before Cities Skylines 2, but I might be wrong. So in that case, we could be waiting forever. So I may just do another kind of generic vanilla Let's Play until Cities Skylines 2 comes out. I'm hoping before the build guide ends, we kind of get, you know, a bit of a notification about what's happening with Cities 2. That would be tremendously helpful. So just making a little turnaround point here for the tram. Let's go ahead around. Change it round. So the tram's going to come along the beach. We'll have a couple of stops in here with some nice park stuff. It's going to come into the roundabout and rotate with the cars and head back out again, back down his line. So that should be pretty nice indeed. These guys are whinging of no power. It's totally fine. Of course, you've chosen to build in the most awkward area. So, okay, let's just bring him over here. Oh, will he not get over the bridge? God damn it. Let's go ahead and just link it through with service buildings. Give me let's go clinic. Can we get clinic in here? Nope. Nope. God damn it, man. Are you going to use anything from the European style in Bogusia? Are you talking about themes? Is that what you're talking about? Okay, so you guys should be good with power right now. There we go. Okay. Let's have a look at some park assets. I wish we could put power lines on the ground. Yeah, so do I, man. Like, eventually, you know, you'll kind of have an interconnected city where it all syncs together from the power station, but there's instances like that. There is actually a mod that turns it into like a really tiny little power pole that sync with each other as you place them, and like you literally can't see them, so it's essentially invisible power lines. And they're like really, really small. Yeah. Me too, dude. I wish there were more options for power lines. Like, it will eventually sink through into the beach under the bridge, but just for right now, it's just a bit of an annoyance. So, let's have the tram flowing through this area. You can turn on European style in Content Manager under District Styles, then you get a European District theme and some more buildings. Yeah. Yeah, we will do that. We'll have a little bit of a European district, almost like kind of like an old town. Yeah, we'll definitely do that, dude. Certainly, and you will be credited with the idea as well. Right, let's have a look at some park stuff here. What do I want along the park here? Can't get a large playground in anywhere. Small playground instead. Yep, let's have one in here. Bouncy Castle Park. Let's have one of those as well. Alongside a dog park. A tropical garden. Potentially. Japanese garden. Let's have a look at the medical stuff. We do also have a yoga garden as well. Let's make a nice little kind of beachfront attraction here. And then in between these attractions, I might actually make them local and organic produce, just because of the way I want them to look alongside the beach. So let's draw out an area here. So it's only going to be a very, very small one. Up along here as well. And down here. And then local and organic produce. Where is it? There we go. Let's get some nice large blocks of commercial in. Not that one. We'll put them along here, and then we'll kind of fizzle it out as we come towards the end of this little cul-de-sac. Fire tower, yeah, let's get a fire tower in here as well. Yeah, so that's kind of a perfect place for one. Let's have it. Let's see, where's a nice high vantage point? I guess up here. Sun rising behind it. It's very, very spicy. Let's build it a path as well. Obviously, it doesn't need one, but you know, people would need to access this. Let's kind of have it drawing out down here, along here as well. No problem, Curtis. Thank you for your idea, friend. There's like a nice little access path up there now. This guy has a phenomenal view across the city, doesn't he? Okay, yeah, so these are the type of buildings that I was looking at. You know, not quite heavy commercial, but certainly a lot better. Yeah, it's a yoga garden. Yeah. Pretty nice. Okay, so we got some more room for zoning here now. Let's go along here. Where else? Down here as well. And then alongside the roundabout, got some nice big tiles in here too. Do like a nice cul-de-sac. Let's bring a little life to the area. Let's get some trams flowing. So we'll probably have this as a separate tram line, and we'll have him leave from the transport interchange. So if we create a new line here, and then he's going to stop right there. And then here. And then probably a couple of times along this road. Yeah, once here. And then he can mirror all the stops on the way back. Through here. We won't stop around here. And then he can just hop back up. Splendid and tremendous. Let's go ahead and change the colour. Let's go for kind of a nice turquoise blue. Cool. So that's going to bring a nice little bit of life to the beachfront. I'm starting to develop this side of the bridge now as well. Let's have a look at the views from the houses. It's a nice big bridge. Views to the downtown and the ferry port over there. It's all very fancy indeed. You have 10 viewers right now. Hello guys. Welcome to the build guide. And 2 likes already. Thank you very much. There's, oh yes, if I sound a little bit out of colour today, guys, I do apologise. Like I said, we had someone in the family fall very ill over on Thursday. Hence why there's no episode today. So I can only apologise if I sound a little bit off colour. But I wanted to do something this weekend at least. There is a modular build episode going out tomorrow. And we recorded that earlier in the week. And maybe the new tram line should form a loop going in the opposite direction of the already established tram line. Yeah, that could be a good idea. Now let's pull our tram line network up. So obviously he is kind of duplicating himself. Maybe... Oh, we're a little bit close quarters here with the train line, aren't we? Yeah, I'm sorry how they get back. Yeah, man, like, don't worry, like, I'm not like fishing for attention or anything. I just want to I don't want you guys to think that I am uninterested in the stream. It's just sometimes a little bit distracted looking at my phone and whatnot. So, but yeah, thank you. I do appreciate that. Okay. I'm enjoying the way this is starting to look. Beautiful little waterfront town developing. So you think maybe we want a tram line over here and kind of mirror how this one crosses the highway bridge over there? Because we are going to build here as well, so we could factor trams into that. It's good over the you good egg. Yeah, cheers Curtis, I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, maybe that's what we should do, Intrepid, is bring in the new tram line over there. Oh, we have some trams floating now. They are very, very cute. Now I'm thinking you should use the tram tracks already established. Okay. I kind of want to watch him turn around in the roundabout here. Very cute indeed. Let's go ahead and detail this place up a little bit. Let's have a little look, see what path do we want. Probably keep it dirt. There we go. And loop it in the opposite direction of the white line. Okay, yeah, we'll do that in a minute. Let's delete the guy. Line details, delete line, thank you. Okay, yeah, we'll have a look at that in a moment. Let me just finish up detailing this little tram loop thing here. Let's get some just simple green trees on the outside. And then nice little colourful one in the middle, surrounded by bushes. And maybe a couple of rocks in as well for good measure. Cute. I like it. I like the tram loop within a roundabout. I'm a fan of that. So a whole bunch of people complaining of not enough workers right now. That is interesting. You guys should be okay once we get some services in here and begin to level up. Let's have a police station under the highway. We've got a fire station here. You guys will need some schools, won't you? Oh, maybe we could have squares in. Yeah, we still can. Let's get a community school in there as well. I think that's a pretty nice place for it. Let's take a look at the idea. So, Intrepid, are you thinking kind of looping it through the entire city again, but obviously in the opposite direction? And then just hook them into this new part. Or maybe even just expand the white line into this part. We could do that quite easily. Yes. I think I agree, Intrepid. Let's do that. Okay, so let's grab this guy. We'll get him to stop here. We'll add him a couple of stops in along here, and then one in the roundabout as well. Okay, and then he heads out, and then he carries on in his usual way. Okay, so that's fine. Let's find a reference point here. Let's come from there. And then we'll mirror all of the stops in the opposite direction. I think we'll have this tram line as black, so it's almost like black and white, kind of mirroring one another. We'll have him stop there, and then he's going to come out and stop here. I don't think there's a need to take the black tram down there. There's no need for that one. We'll just carry on down the beach. Mirroring these guys. I do love setting up a tram system. Trams are probably my favourite method of public transport, I think. And then complete the line. And then as we press play, you will see some purple trams emerge. Fantastic. And then these will become black. And we're going to have a nice mirrored black and white tram line running through this area. I am quite a fan of that, it has to be said. Let's get some zoning up along here. This street corner's looking a little bit bare. Stuff in there as well, and along here. Same here as at monorails. Yeah, I feel like I don't use monorails enough. I feel like I always neglect them. They're never kind of top of my public transport priority list, unfortunately. Okay, here we go. Lots of very cute trams coming and going. Let's have a look how many trams are on the black line. 8. Yeah, that'll probably do for right now. Let's make sure that none of our trams are clogging up. A little bit of traffic through here. It's probably because of this. It will be because of that actually, but it's okay, it's nothing major, it is clearing. And all the way through here. Cute little black tram. And over this way. I feel like I need to straighten this up. Let's see if we can do that. It isn't kind of looking the best. Make sure all our snapping is off. Can you clear this with 2 levels? No, it has to be 3. Okay. What was the distance from here down to there? What was 1,000? Let's make sure we mirror it on the other side. Splendid and tremendous. And then a nice little curved one down here as well. Noise pollution for the high density housing. What is wrong with you? Where is the noise coming from? Yeah, so it is from the leisure. That's fine. Do you guys have a medical clinic nearby? I'm not going to remove the leisure. Those guys just have to deal with it. Med clinic somewhere maybe? Maybe up along the beach? Should be okay. Let's have a little... so let me know what you guys are up to in your cities right now. What are you working on? Do you kind of have a long-term project that you're looking to finish? I always like hearing about what people are doing in Cities Skylines. So feel free to let me know in the comments. Just going to fill out some of these awkward spaces we have with some nice trees through the middle. Yeah, let me know if you're working on maybe a new transport hub or you're expanding your downtowns. Now, what is it you're doing in Cities Skylines right now? Okay, got a nice high-rise beginning to develop in this side of the downtown now, similar to what we have over here. The skyline is taking shape. Okay, feel like we're not done over here. Have I filled in all my residential over here now? One more here. Okay. I do really like this street actually. It's really cute. I'm building an archipelago city on my channel. Oh, nice, man. I'm gonna go ahead and check that out. Do I see that? Let's check that out right now. One second. Let's go ahead and check out this out together. Let's have a look what Intrepid is working on right now. Pepe Loxy is started a pure green and eco-friendly city. Oh, very nice, man. I do like a good green city. So I'm guessing Jade City is the archipelago, is it? Let's check it out. My eyes working on rebuilding an old city made way back in 2016. It's a lot of fun. Oh, but yeah, big makeover, man. That sounds good. Looks good, dude. What map are you playing on? I'm gonna drop a subscribe. I'm gonna add this to my watch later, and I'll check it out, dude. I'll check it out. Subscribe to your channel too. Dude, they're always a work in progress, man. I don't think anybody ever really properly finishes a city. You know. I'll go ahead and check that out a little later. I think I'm going to add in another layer of residential here. And if you guys don't like it, well, I'm afraid it's too late because it's happening. Let's come up here. Kind of want to push this cliff face back a little. Thank you. No problem, dude. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. Like, if your city sucks, I'm unsubscribing straight away. I'm joking, of course. I'll definitely check it out, man. I do find it not fascinating, but a little weird to see the game played on console. But strangely enough, I do like console Let's Plays. Like, I'm a big fan of Move the Mouse. He has some nice cities. But yeah, man, sure. When I'm just kind of chilling out later on this evening, I'll certainly go ahead and check out the rest of Jade City. Yeah, let's go through here for right now. Not like that. Up along here, and then we'll kind of leave it at a dead end before we inevitably bring it to a close at some point somehow. So we'll come up through there. There we go. Thank you. I'll check out Move the Mouse. I plan on having 2 videos per week. Awesome, man. Yeah, it's a good schedule. It is good to stick to a schedule when you're a smaller channel. It helps people kind of familiarise themselves with your content. Okay, let's get some nice big 4x4 boys along here. All the way to there and there. We'll just kind of zone in one go, and then as we kind of get awkward shapes, we'll just delete them around. Okay, so we've still got the path heading up to the fire tower. Let's make sure that that is lit up to some extent, at least, so it stands out. Kind of have some lights on the corners here. And then as we head up, let's come up here. Wonderful. Yeah, check out Move the Mouse, man. He's a console player, console YouTuber. I think we'll actually have some double-sided housing along here. Let's make sure these guys have water all the way up to here. Okay. Let's look at some pathways to hook these guys through, because otherwise they're going to have to walk and drive all the way around, which is not particularly great for efficiency or their schedule. So we'll have one cut through here, through there as well. We've already got one there. Let's cut through there. And that should be okay. Yeah, that should be okay. Let's get some big boy housing through here again. All the way to there. Nothing one deep. Don't want none of that. Okay. Got some nice double layered residential. Double layered residential even. I don't think that looks too bad. Obviously we'll leave it to develop and we'll come back and see how it performs. A whole bunch of people walking down into this side of town. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and work on the riverside downtown a little. We haven't touched this much this episode. Don't like this here, get rid of it. So yeah. Brand new fancy interchange. Yeah, so this is the stuff that I spent like 2 hours building. Reworking it many different times to get it to fit into the space that we had. And you know, there's a few harsh corners here where it needs a little bit of refining, but it is at a place kind of somewhere where I'm kind of happy with it now. But of course, we deleted an enormous amount of inner city road network to fit this thing in. So we are going to have to look at reinstating some of that network in today, which is probably what we'll close the live stream out with. Yeah, so a bunch of people bottlenecking into this side of the downtown, which is totally understandable because this is one of the only two ways across for them right now. So if you wanted to get from this side of the city to this side without using public transport, currently this is your only way, so that's why we're backing up. So we'll definitely factor in some more roads crossing into the other side of the downtown. But we do have a real nice, dense, high density inner city highway network beginning to manifest itself now. Does look really cool in amongst all the buildings. I'm a fan of it. Of course, it does still need a touch more of refining before we can kind of call it done. Okay. I don't know whether we just delete all this, you know. I think we will. There's no point keeping it in right now because it was to fit the old system, and we're going to be having a new system in here anyway. So let's take a little bit of it. Well, not a little bit. Let's delete all of it and begin to look at planning out a downtown road network. Okay, so this guy is connecting straight into the roundabout, so we'll keep him as a 6th lane, and we'll make sure that he is somewhat has limited connections, and then he can come off at an angle up to about here, and then he can merge into his 2-way highway. Which is what connects people down to the port, I think. This is a port road, isn't it? Yeah, it comes down here and then hooks into the port over here. So that's fine. I'm happy with that. What we really want to do is begin to kind of plan out. There is a district here. Let's get rid of that. Because we don't want that anymore. Goodbye. Okay. So, huge space to work here. I don't know, maybe let's get your guys' opinion on this. So, right now, the city slip lane that flows underneath the bridge is a 2-lane, 2-way road. Do we break this road down into 2 separate 1-way roads? Because you can see kind of how the intersection looks underneath the bridge. It's a little... like, you wouldn't see that in real life. You would never have a turn at that speed on a road like this. It's just not particularly realistic. So I don't think I approve of it. And it would also allow us to separate these two loop interchanges as well that bring people onto kind of like the big fancy downtown city bridge. So I'm not sure. Not sure. Anyway, let's plan out a little bit of a road network. So Curtis thinks yes. I'm thinking yes as well, dude. As a general rule of thumb on these 6-lane roads, and within a downtown atmosphere as well, you don't want to be doing this. Every 10 blocks is too much. 20 blocks is fine. So I think that's what we'll do. Let's bring him up to here. And then here. I do still want a waterfront housing district down here as well. So let's maybe factor that in. The loop is off, it needs decorations. Yeah, this is a brand new build, it needs fleshing out, it needs a whole bunch of details around it. Just need a lot of work on it yet. I honestly, I've been putting off rebuilding that highway interchange for a long time. It was it was a fun project, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it was a tricky one. Okay, so if we had this as our kind of waterfront line, we can't connect on a straight angle here, but we could come in like a hill, but one way exiting through. Yeah, that would be good. We can do that. That's actually a good idea, actually. Yeah, we will do that. Okay. Because I was kind of basing this off the George Washington Bridge in New York. It obviously looks nothing like it, but that is kind of the inspiration for it. Okay, we'll have him come up like this. And then I want him to remain parallel to the quay. So that should do. And then we'll have this as Green Verge Road to remind me that this is our waterfront housing section. Probably up to here is where we'll have it. Then we do have a park district here as well. Let's delete that because that is now out of date. And then we'll have a park that runs all the way along the quayfront. Get some nice kind of plazas in there, lots of nice paths and green decorations. That'll look really nice. Let's make sure we just pull it in like right along the road. Okay, if anybody wants to name the waterfront park, go ahead. It will be a couple of episodes time when we build this, but you guys are kind of watching the prep. That goes into the build guide. If you guys want to name it, feel free. Get your name in now. Okay. Let's look at some inner city roads. I think what we're going to do is use a fair amount of bicycle lanes within the inner city. Especially on this side. Let's connect up here. We'll come back through here as well. Back up through there. And then this guy can connect via here. And then through there like that. Okay. Now I wonder actually if we should put a roundabout. Waterfront Park. Curtis, you're on the ball today, my friend. That is the second part you have bagged this episode. Gold Bay Park, Waterfall Park. You know what, we'll give it to Intrepid just because you had the last one, Curtis. But, no, we'll try and keep it fair. But yeah, I appreciate you guys diving in like that. The next one is yours, Curtis, I promise. And then let's bring the road network through here. So that's fine. And really nice opportunity for a park here. You know what? I'm pretty sure we do have We do have some unnamed parks within the city. Not over here though. Are we? Oh my goodness. My park has burnt down. Why? I can't even remember what was here. City park stuff. Was it another one of these? Maybe. And then maybe restrooms. There is definitely an unnamed park somewhere in the city. This needs emptying. This is finished emptying. I wish these would do automatically. It's so annoying having to keep an eye on them. Where is Buguzia University? We are still level 4. Campus attractiveness needs to go up. Let's drop some more assets in here because this place needs to hit level 5 before we do the Liberal Arts College. What else can we drop in? Chess club maybe? For all the nerds. Let's get a chess club in there. How are we looking now? Need 100 more attractiveness. That's fine, let's just do this while we're here. Oh, we have unlocked the School of Science already. How did I not see this? Okay, let's place in this asset. And see how it looks. Oh, it is nice, isn't it? It is a beautiful building. But I think I want this side of the road. Some unpronounceable name says hello. I'm sorry, dude. I cannot read. Is that Russian or Greek? It kind of looks Greek. Anyway, dude, I'm sorry. I can't pronounce that name, dude. But hello, welcome to the stream. I feel a little awful. I think I want this side of the science centre facing the road. This side's a little bit boring, isn't it? Yeah, let's have it facing that way. So if we relocate, come on, Camp Nou Stadium. I'm assuming that means you're a Barcelona fan. Okay. Let's give him a little connection. I think we'll actually totally border this place with a connection like that. And then is there any kind of plazas and paths we can place in the front that aren't too big? And we can get a bunch of these in. His name is Cyrillic and it says Yazilov Biryukov. Okay, can you read? I'm guessing with that it's a Russian name. Just due to the use of Kovs. Obviously I'm not fluent in my Russian, but I'm guessing that means you can actually speak Russian, Intrepid. If you can translate that. Okay, so I'm happy with all these cute little academic statues amongst the science centre here. And that should make us hit... Yeah, so we've smashed the attractiveness, now we just need to hit the students. And then the University of Buguzia will be at level 5, which will be fantastic news. That has been a long, long time coming. But yeah, let's have a look, guys, at the new School of Science that is going to be residing within the university town. It really does look fantastic up amongst the farms here. See what I mean? Like, I can't wait for Pro Panther. City's looking nice. Thank you, Pro Panther. You are okay, my friend. We have actually been working on a couple of bit of downtown stuff today. We're currently rejigging the road network for the downtown episode Riverside Downtown Part 2, which will our destination. Go look at our farm where you have crop fields for miles. You will never ever see this many tractors driving around them. It's just not realistic at all. Industries needs a massive rework. They produce way too much traffic, for what they actually are. It's a little bit annoying. But anyway, yeah. How does everyone agree with the new School of Science? This is the other building I was waiting to be placed along the University of Medicine here as well. This is looking horrible. Let's delete that. I'm pretty sure we placed everything now. Yeah, that is it. That was the last one. Yeah, we need to return here for another part as well, because we will be working on the waterfront for the university town as well. You see, we still have a whole bunch of stuff here too. We'll be doing that in another part. So I have another excuse to montage the university town again, because this is probably one of my favourite parts of the city, especially as we transition into a beautiful nighttime panorama of the University of Burgusia, where the rich and famous come to study. It even sounds like a posh university, doesn't it? Like, you could imagine the advert for this place. It's like, enroll now at the University of Burgusia. Really nice fancy entrance to it as well. Oh, right, I need to stop. I need to stop looking at it. Let's have a look at the downtown. Let's actually stick to what we were working on. Okay, this is kind of annoying to do with nighttime on, so let me knock it off really quick. Okay. So, this point here as well. Let's expand this part down. We'll bring it down to this point and then just kind of cover this kind of awkward bit of quay that we have down here. I think what we will have down here actually is a ferry stop for the ferry lines, because we do need one down here. Matthew Howard is in the house, everybody. Welcome to the stream, Matthew Howard. How you doing, buddy? It looks pretty good. I'm glad you're liking it, man. Thank you very much. Matthew Howard had his comment featured last episode for his amazing suggestions of setting up the... what's it called? Why can't I get my words out? The zebra crossing between outside the new transport hub. 14 people, man. Hello. This is now officially the busiest stream I've ever had. Welcome, everybody. If you're enjoying the stream, a like below is appreciated equally as much. If you're not, please feel free to dislike it as well. Your interactions really do help out the channel. However, I want to make sure that those interactions are earned and not just given out. So if you're enjoying it, it is very much appreciated. Okay, so we'll have a ferry stop here as well. Whoa, that's a little bit intense, isn't it? Let's see if we can rework that train slope a little bit. That looks a little bit better. We start to climb up from down here now. Okay, so downtown road network on this side now is pretty okay. We've got some nice big zoning tiles in here. Happy with that. We're not going to be zoning anything today. The next episode of the build guide will be the Riverside Downtown Part 2, where we're going to kind of finish off this chunk and wrap up this area once and for all next episode. Pro Panther, which map are you using again, bud? This is the Eden Valley. No, not Eden Valley. This is Marin Bay. That comes with the Campus DLC. Your initial starting tile is this island right here. If I show it right here. Yeah, so you start here in this tile. And then we moved out here and down here into these tiles initially. and then spread up here, and then we use the 25 tile mod to unlock this side of the map as well. So yeah, Marion Bay from the campus expansion is the one you are looking for. It's a really nice map. Certainly one of the better unmodded ones. Right, so we're going to have a road coming through here, and what is the bet? I cannot clear that, yeah. There is just so many bridges and intersections around here to clear. Okay, I'm going to do something possibly I will regret and delete the bridge. And delete this as well. Because I do want the road to flow under. Yeah, by next spot, someone's get 25 tiles. Yeah, I'm really hoping they remove kind of the tile limits within Cities Skylines 2. I think it's a little bit silly. Like, you know, you get Minecraft worlds that are infinite, like literally infinite, and Cities Skylines can't handle more than 9 tiles. Tunnel the highway. Now, I don't want to have tunnels. I want to have all the infrastructure exposed. Like, I want to see it being busy. If that makes sense. I don't want to just tunnel it away just to hide it and make it easier. I want to see all the cars flowing under and around and over. It's a busy part of the downtown, this. We want to see everybody. Tuck him back up. Let's grab the slip lane back in. And then we'll rework this road here as well. I'm actually wondering, do we even need this road? No, we don't really need this slip lane here. Yeah, because it's only taken them to here. And they already have multiple ways through the downtown to get to that. Let's get rid of these bus lines. And that's going to hook everyone back through. That's going to be happy. Okay. Got some nice opportunities to make some kind of dirty, dingy back alley stuff over here. Like we did with the downtown area. The nightlife stuff, kind of similar to this, but on a little bit of a more grander scale. I built an underground walkway in my downtown for one of my cities. Turned out pretty good. Yeah, the underground walkways aren't too bad. I'm kind of doing the opposite here with an elevated. That is going to mimic the roundabout. We'll have a couple of different offshoots of this walkway. So we'll be able to see our Sims kind of walking around here. Get some nice big decorations within the middle. Kind of like, let's have a look at some assets that might work for that. Certainly have one of these in. One of these as well. And maybe, just maybe, one of these. And pop some nice trees in that. You know what, let's do that now. Let's do that now. Let's plot this in. I wonder if we should go super symmetrical on this roundabout, or whether we go kind of, you know, off grid. I don't know if the redwoods really work in the downtown setting. Let's kind of have a big redwood tree alongside every pillar of the walkway. That's going to circle this. Okay, so we've got some unusually small ones that come in. Let's delete them. So we get the size that we want. There we go. Okay. So I don't think that's looking too bad right now. That's alright, I suppose. It certainly needs some colour. It's a little bit muted at the moment. Let's place in some kind of more random smaller trees. Maybe slip lane that goes underground to another part of the city, like Montreal. Okay, does Montreal have that? I'll have to take a look on Google Earth and take a look at that. That sounds quite cool, actually. Is it kind of like how we did here, where we have the tunnel emerging at the park, and then this guy comes out over here? Kind of like that? Is that what you're talking about? Got some very small splashes of colour in and around. And then maybe some kind of taller, wilder, overgrown trees that I've managed to sneak through the rocks that weren't initially planted by the city council. Pro Panther, alright, I'm going to fire up my game and build in Ravenheim. You got me in the mood. Thanks, brother. No worries, man. Enjoy. Yeah, enjoy. Let me know what you end up building. I don't know if you're staying in the stream, but feel free to pop us on a second monitor. But if not, thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate your support. Okay. How about that? So lots of little splashes of colour. Nice overgrowth. We could almost make it like a little memorial garden, like maybe, you know, for something like, no, this is like a memorial roundabout. Maybe something like that. Look really cool to see other people kind of walking around this as well. Let's kind of plan out some of those entry and exit points off of the roundabout. So we can kind of come up to here. And then can we split here? We can. Although I think this is going to be easier without snapping on. I stay until you're doing the stream. I enjoy watching your guys' videos. Thanks, man. It's good to know that I haven't sold my stream out by telling people to leave early. But no, yeah. Yeah, I enjoy watching other streams as well while I play. Exactly, dude. Montreal has a lot of underground lanes, either for vehicle or walking pathways. Okay, let's check that out right now. Let's have a look at some Montreal stuff. Anywhere in particular in Montreal, can you recommend me like a neighbourhood in Montreal that has some stuff like that? Curtis is on the zoo path. Yeah, I was thinking of using the zoo path, but it's so green and lush and lovely. I want this part of the downtown to be a little bit more grey, a little bit more built up. But I love the fact that you're straight in with the zoo path, man. I do appreciate the zoo path love in the chat. Yeah, Matthew Howard, can you recommend me like a neighbourhood in Montreal where we can check some of this stuff out? Let's have a little look here. Let's kind of head to a major highway interchange. Psychman says that map is mint. Thank you, I made it myself. Kind of right here, there's like a little bit of an interchange over here. Can't really see anything underground. Lol, zoo paths are going to become a meme on this channel, I know, man. Mention them once and then spamming the zoo chat. Zoo chat, spamming the live chat with zoo paths. Yeah. No, like, turn it into a meme. I absolutely love the zoo paths. Elevated zoo path to life. Okay, let's have a little look around some busier roads in Montreal and see if we can build a wrecker yard. What on earth is a wrecker yard? You'll have to explain that to me a little. Holy crap, look at the size of this bridge in Montreal, man. This thing is huge. Nice busy high street here too. Drive a tow truck. Okay, so that's like where people get their cars towed to and stuff. You know what I would really love to do, like a faithful recreation of a real life city. I just don't have the patience or the time for it. Got to go. Bye, guys. No worries, Matt dude. Thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day, buddy. I hope you enjoyed the stream today. Sorry, take a few time. No worries, man. Let's take a look at some nice city parks around here. Let's have what we've got going on. Looks like a couple little baseball fields here. I really like all these riverside buildings in this park. It's very pretty. Montreal is a really nice place. I don't know what else we've got going on here. Is there any other kind of major structures? Mount Royal. Is this a park? What am I looking at here? Has anyone ever been to Montreal before? Is this residential? Is this a residential park? There's no street view. Oh, yes, there is. Oh, it is as well. It's residential. Oh, this is beautiful. It's like a mega residential park. Oh, this is really pretty. And then is this industrial right on the other side? There's a highway here. Yeah, it is. Wow, man. Honestly, if you guys haven't looked at Google Maps / Google Earth for your city inspiration, you are missing out so much. Like, say if you want to figure out a new highway interchange, you go ahead into map view, and there you go. There's a brand new highway interchange for you. Look at this. This looks really fun to build. It would be a nightmare in unmodded city Skylines, but you could certainly build it. Pro Panther has been about 10 years ago. Yeah, nice little city. Anyway, yeah, definitely take some inspiration from Google Maps. Okay, so we have our little paths that come down here. Happy with that. Let's mimic this on the other side. Although we may be a little bit stuck for space because we have this big road coming under here now. Let's come out about here. Wonderful. Can we actually clear this? Yes, we can. I wonder if we can... No, we won't be able to clear that from there. Let's actually begin to come down a little bit. So much great... Yeah, it gives great ideas, yeah, man. Like, honestly, if you're just stuck for inspiration on City Skylines, you just go and jump on Google Maps. Let's have this guy come through here, and the rail line is really in the way here. Which is fine, we can just delete it and elevate it. It's a little bit low anyway. And then we'll mimic what we had on the other side, come out to the first tile. And then come down like this. You know, actually for this one, what I think I'm going to do is actually carry this straight on all the way down. Like this. Probably. Yeah, okay, let's bring him into here. I'm in the States, so whereabouts in America are you from, Pro Panther? I actually have a fun fact of the live stream. I have family in California. I am actually 1/8 American. We do have some American heritage in the family. And then I'm going to bring this guy down to about here. Okay. Let's plan a little path right through here. Oh, this is going to look really nice. I do love a nice inner city raised path network. And then we'll bring him down to there. And this is going to make our Sims walk around much, much easier. Similar again to what we did here. Let's bring him in up to there. And then down to the bottom again. Just like that. And as we're kind of hooked into all these cycle lanes here too, these paths will get a lot of use. I actually wonder, let's not drop him down there. Let's carry him on over here. And then we'll bring him into there. And because we already have a path coming down. Utah, Salt Lake City. Isn't that where the Prison Break guys go? And T-Bag's like, we're going to Utah. That's I'm pretty sure that's Utah, right? That's all I say. If anyone's ever watched Prison Break, great series by the way if you haven't. T-Bag is a freaking psychopath. Okay. So I think I'm happy with that. I think. I feel like we need a little more infrastructure on this side. Let's actually delete this rail line up to here because we are quite considerably higher along this side. So we'll make sure that we curve around here. And then we'll come as close to the highway as possible. And then kind of line up our approach back into the central station alongside this road. Let's come up a little bit here as well. Let's begin to curve around. Probably about there. We should clear the pathway. Yes, we do. And then descend back into there. Let's make that a little smoother. And curve down. I got the most beautiful parks around me. You have to go into Google Maps and check it out. There's Bryce Canyon Zion Park, Lake Powell, got a huge dam. Bryce Canyon Zion Park, why does that ring a bell? Bryce Canyon. Where have I heard that before? Is that in like any TV shows or anything like that? I feel like I've heard Bryce Canyon before. Or is it a fairly popular park anyway? Okay, and then let's hook him up back to there, and then we'll hook this up as well. Yeah, we'll definitely check that out on Google Maps in a minute, man. Do love a nice bit of inspiration. Also, as well, for anyone else in the chat, if you have any kind of really nice parks, or downtown layouts, or countryside layouts, wherever you live, drop them in the comments below, and I would love to kind of implement some of the features local to your town in the build guide, if we can replicate them with some of the in-game assets that we have. So yeah, let's everyone do that. We have 10 people right now. Everyone mention something really pretty that's local to them that they would like featured in the build guide. Maybe we could get that going. That'd be really cool. Can I hook up to here? Yes, I can. Question: when you're not live streaming and you're just playing, do you still talk to yourself about where you're going to put stuff out loud? Yeah, I do. Obviously, like when you guys watch the episodes and you see all the time-lapse stuff, obviously there's no audio in that, but when I'm editing the video together, I can hear myself kind of subconsciously saying like, do I want that there? No, I don't. We're putting that there. Yeah, we'll have that there. Like just really quiet, subtle talking in the background before I speed the footage up and put the music to it. Yeah, I do. I talk to myself. When it helps me think better. I don't know. Okay, I'm happy with that. Getting some nice angles beginning to generate. Can we get a nice block in along here? Yeah, okay. So we get a nice 4 block there. It's actually missing a couple of tiles, isn't it? Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, let's map out this area as well. In southern Utah, where I grew up, it's called Little Hollywood. They made a lot of movies, including a show called Gunsmoke from back in the 50s and 60s. Self-talk is the sign of a genius man. No, it is not. Not from my point of view, it is not. Genius is does not be the word I would use. Well, I appreciate the compliment, Matthew Howard, anyway. I don't know what I want here. This is a really awkward shape. We've got lots of train lines passing over this area. Though I feel like these train lines right here should be higher than they are. So let's knock them back and continue from this height. So snapping is on. And let's have a little look-see here. That's the same height there. Same height here. Over here as well. That is not straight. There we go. And then from here up to there and there. Okay, so that's going to give us a little more headroom to maneuver something in the city. I definitely do want some kind of road in here. So that's a little too short. Let's come out a little block less. I don't know, maybe we can put a unique building or something here. I don't think this is really suitable for zoning. Maybe we can have something in. Is there anything right now we have unlocked that would fit? How about the winter market? I desperately need to find a place for this thing, man. It just doesn't fit anywhere. I don't know where to put it. Obviously not there. That looks pretty horrendous right there. Is there anything that would go here immediately? Like right now? Grand Mall? No, this thing's massive. We do still have this as well. Old Market Street. Well. If it isn't Old Market Street. This thing is huge as well. Why is everything so big? We could have this in here. Could we have this in here somewhere? I feel like there would be room for it here. I do a lot in my wife just stares at me like, what the heck? Yeah, man. It's like Matthew Howard says, it is the sign of a genius. We do still have the Sea Fortress as well. A massive fortress put next to the shore out of stone blocks and brickwork. Increases the ship and airport traffic tourist capacity by 5%. We still haven't built any airports either. We still need to build an airport. Do have the science centre. That still doesn't fit here. Those look nice, the old Market Street. Yeah, they are a really pretty asset. We'll probably factor it into our European build when we activate the themes. We'll definitely do that in an episode. Do still have the Statue of Colossus as well. And it increases the stay of tourists in the city by 20%. Holy hell. How does it look? Kind of right next to the bridge like that. You know, kind of as you're driving in from the bridge, you see this enormous statue. Pro Panther says, hell yeah, Curtis, you just gave me an idea of building a city right now. It's got like Nature Park, Sound of Musky, coast map. You better be sending me some damn screenshots of that, Pro Panther. I want to see that thing, man. Actually, guys, let me sound something out to you right now. We had a comment a couple of episodes ago, wondering if I would do a City Fix series. Would you guys enjoy something like that? Not that I think I'd be any good at it. He said, you know, it's already something that kind of Biffa does. You know, if you guys watch Biffa Plays Indie Games, he kind of already does that stuff. Okay, so I'm happy with the semiconductor, the electric car factory there. I think we'll have this side a little more industrial as we kind of move towards the port. We'll transition into some kind of industry. Okay. Very nice. Campus map. Murky Coast. I haven't ever played on that one actually. I'll have to go ahead and check it out. Right, okay. I want to kind of work on this road here. Actually, let's... Can't actually upgrade that section because it's too close to the bridge, but we can do that. Okay, let's delete this zone in here and carry on with our network extensions, and go ahead and grab this road. It doesn't feel like it's snapping on 100% there. Yeah, it's straight, I suppose. There we go. Okay, let's grab some more inner city road stuff. I think we'll have some nice office parks here. Let's work on a little bit of a pattern. The tiles are breaking up all over the place. Yeah, they are not playing friendly at all. Okay. Let's have one maybe a little further up. Need not connect. Sometimes tiles are just so finicky. Okay, that'll do for right now. We've got a little bit of a broken pattern here, but it's nothing life-ending, is it? I think I'll probably kind of leave that there and maybe integrate a little bit of parkland here. I feel like we have some... Maybe we'll just leave this as grassland with some forest in it. Maybe. Maybe. There's definitely room for a path down here. So we're hooking into the city crossing right here, and we're going to have a pretty busy interchange at this point with people coming on and off the roundabout, so... What public transport networks are currently running through the downtown area? Metro and bus. Okay. Let's add some more metro stations in. Let's delete this line here. And we'll have one in those broken tiles that we had. Right there. And then over here as well. So let's delete all this. And then we'll curve them around. And then wait for that line to sink through. 7 likes on the live stream tonight, guys. Thank you so much. I'm glad you are enjoying them. Again, for those that may have missed it, apologies for no episode today. There has been someone in the family taken ill quite severely on Thursday, hence why I may seem a little distracted and a little off colour than I usually am. And yeah, it's just not. I've just not had time to get the episode recorded, which is why we're doing a live stream today instead of the usual episode that comes out on a Saturday. Okay, I really need you to sync through here. There we go. So I'll stop there and there. Wonderful. Okay, so that's going to help people move around a little easier. Is it the opposite highway assets that you use below the interchange? Yeah, here. Yeah, so it's the 2-lane, 2-way highway. But I'm thinking of upgrading it into actually 2 separate lanes of 2-lane, 1-way. School, fire, EMS, and police service. Yeah, we'll definitely get it. Like I said, I don't want to build too much. I want to kind of work on the road network tonight because the next episode of the build guide will be kind of finishing off the Riverside downtown here. Twist Moon, hi, I just bought the PS4 City Skylines. How can I have all the city unlocked? There is an option to have all milestones unlocked and to have unlimited money, which is essentially just like creative mode. You don't have to work your way through the milestones, you have access to all the buildings. I'm not sure how you actually unlock that on the PS4. Maybe one of the viewers can let you know. On the PC, it's under Content Manager. I always want to download it, but can't find it on Steam. But you can't find the path. It's part of the vanilla game, dude. The interchanges. I'm assuming that's what you're still talking about anyway. I don't know. Let's have a path that runs down here. Kind of want to do a little bit of detailing along here. Let's grab a city park path, or city park fence even. Kind of come up right against the length here. Up to there. Yeah, the opposite highways. They're not on Steam. They're just part of your highways. They're right here. 2-way highway sound barriers, and then the opposite is the 1-way. Persuadement, I've watched a lot of videos on city entrances, your Imperial Jedi video for example. I kind of opt for a large opening roundabout, but once I unlock high density, the traffic goes nuts at the half. Yeah, if you want to kind of see, so that starts of the city video that I made has half entrance, could you possibly do a road hierarchy video that is understanding? Yeah, absolutely, I can certainly work on that. That's a couple of video requests that have come in tonight. If you watch my old Cities Skylines vanilla let's play, you'll see how we expanded from that exact city start, because that is how we started that city. Using that guide of how to start your city guide, we used it in that let's play as well. There's a link to it in every episode of the build guide. It says watch our previous vanilla let's play here. It was a city called Frenwood. You can see how we expanded out from that. We had no traffic issues in that city. It was all totally fine. But yeah, road hierarchy is something that takes a little while to get used to, but it is a really important part of the game. Can have a little bit of a dense forest up along here. Nice little splash of green in and amongst all the concrete. Dang, I've been blinded the whole time. Excuse me for my stupidity. No worries, man. Yeah, they're just they're right there. I'll check out Frenwood. Yeah, go ahead and check it out. It's just called a Cities Skylines vanilla let's play. It was the very first series we made on this channel. See how we expanded. Take some inspiration from it. I think a lot of the time people get traffic issues when they start to mix their industrial, commercial and then residential traffic alongside the same highway entrances and exits. A lot of the time you just need to provide them more ways in and out of a particular area and you'll fix yourself up. For example, right now I have some traffic issues here, but this is because this is the only road that crosses from this side of the downtown into this side. There is a tiny one down here, but it's much more low residential, and this is like really main and large and near the centre. So to fix that, I need to build them more connections, and it'll fix it. Also as well, use your public transports as well. Public transport will alleviate a lot of traffic. Let's have some little connections through here. Okay, let's do a little bit of building. Let's not help ourselves here. Nice big blocks along here as well. Just some nice big corner buildings as we arrive into the downtown here. Nothing too fancy, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Let's get some more office zoning in there. Okay. They're a little bit awkward for zoning. Maybe keep them as parks. Kind of have like a large park that spans across this area. Or just keep it as like a no man's land. I'm not sure. Not sure at all. Anyway, fairly happy with this right now. Got some nice buildings in the highway here too. But yeah. Definitely do some more work off camera, and we'll finish off this part of the downtown on Tuesday's episode. We'll come back to return to the Riverside downtown, which we worked on such a long time ago already. And yeah, just kind of carry on this theme of very dense blocks as we move along. It's here, got a nice waterfront housing park in here too. And then get some people coming and going by the ferry. And we'll really begin to see this place take shape in and amongst this brand spanking new bridge interchange that is keeping everyone flowing in and around Bogusia. It's fantastic. Fantastic news indeed. Let's have a little check on the riverfront down here before we call it a day. Yeah, they're really nice now. Got a little nice little residential frontage coming on. It's a nice way to kind of transition into a little beachfront where we begin to look at a couple more high density, and also worked on a very mini transport hub with our monorail and a train station. Still lots to come, but I'm afraid we are coming towards the end of Bogusia. We are not far away from finishing now. Still a good few episodes left, don't worry. It's not like next episode will be the last. We'll probably hit... I'd probably see 60 episodes, I reckon, of the build guide. Maybe a little more. Sointman says, Egg, what would you like to see in City Skylines 2? I made a video on that for my 500 subscriber special. Go and watch it. Give me the views. No, I made my 500 subscriber special was my top 5 wishes for City Skylines 2. Go and check that video out. It was really good. We had lots of nice comments on it. But yeah, kind of regional trading and region building, like building like a country and a continent as opposed to just one single city. Was my top wish. Zonable landfill and death care was another one of my top wishes as well. There's a few more in there, but go ahead and check it out. It was only uploaded a couple of weeks ago, so you'll be able to find it just clicking on the channel. But I'm afraid, guys, that is going to do it for today. We've been streaming for just a little over 2 hours, and I'm just going to go ahead and kind of collect my thoughts. Thank you for the distraction today. Of course, you know, we had someone in the family taken quite ill, quite badly over the weekend. And yeah, I appreciate you guys for the distraction tonight. Thanks for getting involved. Thanks for spending your Saturday night watching the build guide live. I really do appreciate it. And we've got some nice plans in place for Tuesday's episode, where we're going to finish the Riverside downtown and call it a day on that side of the map for quite a long time, I would imagine, whilst we begin to work on the suburbs and liberal arts college on the other side of the river, which would be really cool. Liberal arts colleges are very fun to play with, and I've got some nice ideas for the one that we are going to build as well. Well, thanks a lot, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, you guys have already hit 8 likes on there. That's just amazing. Thank you so much. The zoo has burnt down on this time lapse, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. But yeah, everything's always burning down. Yeah, thanks for support. You guys have smashed 8 likes on the stream. That's just crazy. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. The full stream will be up on the channel in a couple of hours when YouTube finishes processing. And then you can catch up on any that you missed at the beginning of the stream. Presentman, be safe, man. You too, buddy. Thank you very much for stopping by. And that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day. Oh, don't forget, the new modular build episode is up tomorrow morning. Check it out. Thanks. Bye-bye. See you later, guys.